Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy keeping it shrimple. I think Jess might join us. There she is. There she is. We don't know if her internet's going to work. Hi, Jess. Are you there?
It might work because you're carrying the stream. It might not work. I don't
It's a
know.
little fuzzy right now, but I think the audio's
I
matching.
guess it ain't going to work.
No, it's not.
My lips. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're trying to keep it shrimple. Now you're frozen. Oh, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it doesn't match what you're saying. Try again. Anyways, hello. How's it going? Technical difficulties. We'll see if Jess can get out and come back in. Good evening, all from NYC, says Frank Basanta. Hello. Jeff Kane. Hello. Lady Rorschach. Freaky Fish Lady. Vibes Aquatics. Crypt Keeper. What's going on? Linda Worth. Rob A. I love shrimp. Buddy Viper. Hello. Dee Dee. Hello, Dee Dee. Let's see. Who else? Who else? George RB3. I'm scrolling down. A lot of you said hello to everybody, so I'm just Ka in Texas. Peplin Creek. Is Thunder in here? I don't know if I'm reading that wrong. Okay. I think I caught up. I think I said hello. I love shrimp tempura. How's Jerry doing? Jerry's doing all right. Been working my ass off, but still enjoying my aquariums and loving my shrimp. And I played around with my little, well, you'll see. Shh, it's a secret. Don't tell anybody. Well, if you were on with Jess a little bit earlier, I noticed Kyle didn't stream, but Jess was streaming. So I was on there hanging out. And really cool stuff from fishfam.link. If you want to get, of course, I need to get a badge. And I also want to get one of those table placards, the little table things, displays. Pretty badass looking. Oh, pretty cool looking. Hey, hey now. Don't be going there, Dee Dee. Shame, shame. Uh oh, look. We're going to try the frog cam.
Yeah, we're gonna try the phone.
Hey, much
Telephone
better.
dead.
Okay. Yeah, that works.
Okay, good. We'll do that.
Cool. Are you going to stay the frog cam?
Yeah, we'll stay the frog cam there.
How do
I
you
can't
do
see
that?
chat though.
How do you do that on your phone? I've always wondered why mine won't turn landscape.
Um, well, there's a button you got to push. My phone
Uh,
just has like when I swipe down from the top, I can go and just push the button to where I either want it to stay portrait or landscape, and it'll turn the screen or not, rotate the screen or not.
Mine doesn't do that.
Well, you got an old
It's
phone.
not a very smart phone.
Well, you got an older phone, don't you?
Kind of. It's just a A32, I think.
Right. This
Samsung.
is an S10. Mm, corrected. It's an S20.
20. Ooh, la di da.
I didn't buy it. Don't think I got the money for that.
You got to make sure your rotate lock isn't on. Oh, good point. I don't think it is, but
I mean, the way
I'll
you
look at it later.
are you on your phone?
No, I'm on
Oh,
my laptop.
sorry.
It's okay. I have the same thing happen over here right
Joe
now.
walked in the door and the dogs bark.
So I caught you the other day, or was that? No, that was
Monday.
yesterday morning with aquatic arts.
Yes. Yes.
So tell me more. Tell me more.
Okay. So everybody who didn't hear it on Monday, and apparently I didn't explain it clear, which is, me. Um,
Not
so
enough coffee.
yeah, I guess not enough coffee that morning. So I did a video on botanicals, and it does have aquatic arts stuff in it. It talks about their botanical packs. But that video, it's less than 5 minutes long. Y'all can go watch that. But if you go to the comments in that video and put in hashtag aquatic arts, you get put in the drawing that is going to be done on Tuesday, the 20th. And it's for five shrimple. I keep saying shrimple. 5 shrimp sample packs. 5
Shrimple
different,
pack.
yeah, shrimple packs. And
Shrimple.
then 5 shrimp
It's a
packs.
shrimple pack.
And then 5 botanical packs, 5 botanical combo packs, and 1 book from the Killifish Rosario book. I ended up with 2 of them, and I'm going to give 1 away. So that's 16 giveaways. I'm doing the second part of that show. The first part of that show, Brett Raymer's supposed to be there. So,
Brett Raymer.
yep,
Awesome.
yep. Now, it has crossed before when it didn't work out when we scheduled a date, but he came up with this date. So I took off work. Well,
Right.
I didn't completely take off
Hold him to
work.
it. You
We're
gotta hold
leaving
him
and
to it.
going to Dallas right after that show. Not Dallas, Houston. Me and Haley got to go back to Houston after that stream. So I'll be off the 20th and 21st going down there again. But regardless, yes, y'all go make sure you do the hashtag aquatic arts. That way that's the only way to enter this giveaway, you guys. You can't, the day of, you can't go and chat and put in a hashtag aquatic arts.
Yeah, like I said, I remember when I first started ordering online stuff, and Aquatic Arts was one of the first places that I started ordering my shrimp from online back in
Yeah.
2018. So, they've grown well. It was even before their boxes had any logos on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Lena had to jump up here and say hi. She thinks I'm talking. She thinks I'm talking to her on the phone. I'm talking to you on the phone, but she thinks I'm talking to her.
So, how long have you been talking back and forth with Aquatic Arts to get?
Well, we've had this. No, Lena, no. We've done the stream with them before, like with Vivi, and then David's come on before. But we just started kind of doing these giveaways like this. We're kind of giving it a feel.
Right.
And also the discount code. We're just putting some feelers out to see if it's, I guess, kind of worth them spending the money to put their money into this type of advertisement or social media type instead of like buying Google ads.
Correct. I get it.
So that's what we're trying. We're seeing if the video can pull in anything. I'm not sponsored by them. You know, they, I'm not getting any money off of my discount code that y'all get.
Right. It's just so you
Yeah.
keep track
Anyway.
of it.
Yeah. So it's just trying to get the feelers out, see if this is something else that'll work for them, and it's something that I can get behind because I bought several things from Aquatic Arts, and
Me too.
I do have their
Before my
botanical
house
pack.
fire, even.
Do what?
I said before my house fire, even.
Oh
My
yeah,
guppies that I got, the double sword, golden blue Japanese guppies.
yeah.
Those I had like hundreds of them, and those Jason saved. Those
Uh,
were some that ended up in Jason's tanks.
well, I had to go somewhere.
Well, yeah, but I was buying, like I said, I was buying up from everybody because I was stocking up. I was
Yeah,
buying from SC Aquatics, from Aquatic Arts, from Lucas, from
yeah,
Flip,
right. Yeah,
from Aquarium Co-op. I
yeah. I
mean,
mean, I haven't even had a bad shipment. Like everything that I've gotten live, not live, everything has come in with no, I have nothing bad to say about it. And so, um, you know, it doesn't that it just because I stand behind them, it doesn't mean that I don't stand behind other product as well. That just like botanicals that somebody else may sell as well. It's just that I know of them and I have their stuff and it's in my tanks and it's working great and they shipped it
yeah,
great, you know, so it's something I can honestly get behind and everything's cool. And I'm not getting paid for it.
right,
So
right.
it's not like they're paying me to say something, which I wouldn't anyway, but still.
That's kind of like why I haven't really done a video on the Higer stuff when I
Yeah.
got it. I didn't do an unboxing and do it right away when I got the stuff because
Yeah.
I want to try it out for a couple of months and
Right.
really see it, if I like it, if it's working for me, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. If it
Not
don't have any
just,
glitches down the road.
yeah,
Yeah.
not the same day, open the
Yeah.
box and hey, Yahoo, and then it's over. No, I want to see if it really works. And so far, so good.
Yeah. I love my Higer light. And I love
I love
the
shrimp.
heater. Yeah. I love shrimp. Shrimple. um I like the light or I love the light. I don't have any. It is a little different the way that they have the way that you do the 6, 12, or 24. You set the light for that. It's
Right.
different. It's not bad or
Hello.
good. It's just different. Once you figure it out, you're like, oh, it's not turning on by itself, you know, by like a short or whatever. It's the way that they have the rotation set up, and you just have to understand that. Um, and then my heater, you know, it's got the digital components on it that show me when, you know, what the tank is. I
Yeah.
love that. I love it. So, and
Yeah, I
I
like that
haven't,
heater that I got because I always know. And I have another, temperature probe
yeah,
inside the tank on the
yeah,
other side of the tank to see if it's matching up,
right.
and so far it's within a half a degree all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, those I really like them, and it's like they're not on the cheap end of things, but they're not on the most expensive end of things either. They're kind of that in between, and it's something that
they have their niche.
yeah, that's right. There you go. They have their niche. That's it. There's genre.
Right. But that's also what's cool about this hobby is that there's so much room still for
Yeah,
things.
but it's still compared to other genres and niches very small.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
um,
Well, we're nerds. There's
yeah,
not too many of us,
I am. I put out
but there's a lot of us in the closets. There's lots of people in the closets.
Look, it's not as nichey as that oddity short I put out earlier, which is like over 1,000 already. Um, and then I have a part 2 that'll come out tomorrow evening, but it's on those specimens that were at the reptile show this weekend. And
Right.
I kind of sat on that thinking, okay, and like people are just going to rip me a new one for putting this short out there, because that's not a lot of people get offended by that, by seeing that. They don't, I guess, appreciate the scientific side of it, where you have to have those things to learn by also.
Right.
That's the way I look at it. I don't even look at it as an oddity thing. I'm not going to set it and put it in my house. But if I was at vet school, it would be something I would want, but that's a niche. that's a niche. But you don't ever know. Like tomorrow, that short can flop, and it's on the same thing. It says the same thing, the exact same thing, and it could flop. But the one today is still climbing. Who knows?
Hey, while we're here, everybody, don't forget to go back out of chat and hit the
Like,
thumb button.
thumbs up.
Make sure you get the thumb, and check to make sure you're subscribed. If not, hit that subscribe button, please, please.
Do that, and then after the show, make sure you go and watch a few videos. That way,
Yeah.
we're getting his time built up.
I need both. I need
Need
the
watch hours.
thousands and the watch hours.
Yeah.
It's because it's from the past year.
Yeah.
Now it's
rolls
tracking
over.
from a year where I stopped making videos at the beginning of the year because I went back to work and I didn't do as many.
Yeah.
So now my watch hours from the killifish videos. I need to do more killifish videos, but my killifish aren't doing anything. They're just making the motions. They're going through the motions. They're not.
That's what they did with me. That's what they did with me, but nothing ever came out of them.
So.
And they love them. I loved them, but they didn't love me. Those killifish, the clown killies. Now, my panchecks, Gardner eyes, they love me. They do. They love me. But
I got a male
killies.
and 2 females, a trio in here, and then I have a pair in another 2-gallon tank up there.
Yeah.
So
are those the JB?
I just threw some more floaty plants to see if maybe it'll help provide cover, on the surface.
Maybe. I tried everything.
Or it just might be because it's cold weather.
You don't have a heater in it?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't have a heater in any of my killie tanks. You know what?
I love shrimp.
That's right. I do have one in the one that Kyle gave me. Those killies I do, which I haven't gotten. You know what? I'm gonna pull that heater out because I haven't gotten any eggs. Although I'm gonna move her too. She needs a break. He's wearing her out. But
well, I went and while I was at work, I designed a shed with all of the accoutrement of how I would want it if I was gonna make it a fish shed.
Yeah.
It was like $16,000.
Dang.
Yeah, I was like, well,
dang.
And that's just for the building on it, not everything else, not all the inside work.
Do you get a discount from where you work with the building? No? Oh, no. Man, they suck.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's me, but I go to work somewhere. If it has a product that we sell in it, I guess, or a store, if I work there, I better be getting some perks.
Yeah. No. But, I mean, I can buy one from the lot that's marked down.
Yeah.
And out here, it won't matter because it'll
Right.
fit.
Yeah. Or may have a little ding in it somewhere and y'all can't sell it, but you can get it discounted.
Yeah.
That would work. That would work. So
Yeah,
what
it's pretty
shrimp do
cool.
you have right now?
I have my community shrimp tank with red fancy tigers, orange eye red devils, not orange eye red devils, but orange eye red
Tigers?
tigers. Yeah. Tangerine tigers, a few panda shrimp, some pintos, red pintos, and the two plecos, snowball plecos in that tank. And then I have a PRL tank and a PBL tank.
I love those. I still have two.
Hey, look, there's Rob. Good
Rob,
evening. Hello, hello. There's
hi,
Dennis
Rob.
Christian. People are coming in a little bit late. That's okay. We were
Yeah,
having technical difficulties, but not anymore.
I've had technical difficulties for the last hour till I got on my phone. But I can't get on my account, mine, on my phone because it drains my battery way fast and makes it really hot if I'm carrying the stream. But it doesn't get as hot if I'm just just a bring up. So
Amisa's asking a question. Says, how sensitive are neocardinas to nitrates? Well water is 880 to 100 ppm. Fish tanks are healthy, stay at 10 to 50 due to lots of plants and small water changes. Try same with neos? Yes.
my
That's the
neos
way
are
I've always explained it, is that if your fish are going to be fine in your tank, your neos are going to be fine. Some of them are a little bit more picky than others, just like fish are pickier than others. But for the most part, any regular tropical fish tank setup will work fine for your neocardinas. The caridinas, on the other hand, RO water. That's the best rule of thumb. Keep it shrimple. Don't
keep it
overcomplicate.
simple.
Or, like I do it, I just use RO water for everything because my well water is horrible, not even good enough for the fish. So I use RO water and I remineralize either with JH plus or KH, plus, GH plus,
Yeah,
or GHKH plus.
yeah. There you go.
Oh, look, she just got some green jades from Aquatic Arts.
Awesome. I hope you use the code.
Congratulations.
I've
Don't
got
be
to go to
nervous.
church
You'll be
anyway.
fine. You'll be fine.
My
They're a lot
TDS
hardier than you think.
is y'all, and my shrimp tanks have gotten like up into the 1200s in a planet tank, but did fine. Now once I found out that it was that, they didn't panic,
You
I
fixed
panicked.
it.
Yeah, they didn't panic, I panicked. But they were fine. I got scared.
So how's work been going and keeping you away from the morning chats?
It's been well, I'll say this. If I'm not working, I'm streaming. So that just says how much working I've been doing. Stop.
Right.
Stop doing that.
I've been doing it Wednesdays. I take Wednesdays off now. But like today, I even took today off, but I still made some sales over the phone.
Yeah.
So that was cool. But other than that, it's pretty much I've been there every day. Even on Sundays, I've been going in for a little bit, even though that's my day off.
Oh.
Because every Sunday I go in, I sell one or two.
There you go. People go shopping after they go to church, after they eat dinner.
Well, it's getting closer to spring as well.
Yep.
So everybody's getting ready, and yeah.
definitely. I went out and I pulled in, and my one of my trees, I can't think of the name of it. Um, they it's blooming, and I'm like, no, stop, don't bloom, you can't bloom, it's too early, it's too early. Well, it's not gonna listen to me, it's trying to listen to the weather, and our weather is spring right now, even though probably 12 more hours it won't be. So, but no, I've just been working, and then like I said, in the evenings when Landon doesn't have lacrosse practice, I can jump on and stream in the evenings if nobody else is, but I can't like Landon's lacrosse, and it was supposed to work out that when I got off from school I would be able to come home and be able to jump on and stream on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, except for
Right.
Mondays, but Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And well, Landon's lacrosse now has put a kink in that, because the time frame that I would be able to stream would be when I am on the road taking him to practice, and then when I'm on the way back. And so there's not enough time in between that for me to even jump on and get a full hour's worth. So, but lacrosse will end, and summer will come, and Tams will be back to.
I try to lurk and work when I can, but it's hard. I don't know how people do that. It's hard to do both.
Well, you are on you have to on phone calls, so that's definitely hard to lurk if you're on phone calls. I'm
That
not
too.
on phone calls, and I
And
can walk around.
I'm in basically a retail environment, so
Yeah,
I'm in my
right.
office. I'm trying to talk to people that are outside checking out sheds.
Yeah, right. And I'm not. I'm inside. I can listen. I can't interact. I can just listen, but I can't put on a string. Um, the only time I can is when I'm not working, and it just every now and then I can schedule one, like I did this past Monday with Aquatic Arts, but that had been pre-planned, for a good 2 weeks. And then with Brett, it's been planned for over a month for this date. So, and it just worked out that that's the day that me and Hadley have to leave and go back to Houston. So, I would have been taken off anyway. And, so it just worked out. But any day that I can get, a 7 job, I got to.
Oh yeah, that's trust me, I get it, and I
The
feel bad because I feel like I'm not contributing as much to the community if I'm not participating and engaging in more of the streams and what videos and what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have been.
Yeah.
I have been. When I had the time and when I had the availability, I was there.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like I gotta take care of me.
Yeah, that's right. You do.
First,
You do.
you know.
And, I talk to kids every day that I'm, working, and the all them kids, every single one of them, their dream is to be a YouTuber. It is. There, and so I'm not saying, their money isn't out there, but it's not easy by no means. And it doesn't pay that well at all, so
Right.
you have got to love what you do.
I gotta get a real job to pay for my YouTube.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because if you don't have fish to YouTube about, that's right. Yep. Yeah. We were talking about that at school today, how small of a niche the aquatic was compared to all the other ones, like the home and garden, or even jewelry or makeup, or all of those are huge. Yeah. And so fishing, yeah, is huge compared to ours. But we love it. That's all I gotta say. That's it. We all love it.
When you're topping off a tank, straight RO water is fine. When you're doing a water change, I If it's more than 50%, or actually more than about 30%, I'll make sure that I try to match the water going in matches the TDS or a little bit lower than the tank that it's going into.
Yeah.
I remineralize whatever I'm filling my tank with first. I just do it on a smaller scale. In the big places that I've been, that's basically the way they do it. The big tubs and reservoirs, they treat that before it goes into the aquariums.
Yeah.
Or if it's a mobile tub on wheels, you
Yeah.
treat that before it goes into the aquariums.
Yeah. Shipping too. That's a good rule of thumb to have when shipping too. Mix your water the day before. Let the bubbles get the bad stuff out.
Yeah.
But well, Jerry, I can't stay the whole time. But
okay, wait, before you leave, I want to get your opinion on something real quick.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
I love it. It's on point every time you say it. Yes. Good job, dude. Good job.
Awesome. What does everybody else think? Let me see.
Right.
Show me your banners. Let me know what you think, people.
I love shrimp.
I finally changed it.
It looks good. That way, when you are monetized, you can play that when you get super chats and super stickers.
There you go.
I don't know that everybody would want to see a butt dance from you.
But I don't want to steal your idea.
I got my idea from Jason, or Aquafunk. It's just he sings. I wasn't going to sing. I can sing, but I wasn't going to sing. And so that just worked its way out. Okay.
Oh, or is she saying bye to you? I don't know. It says bye.
Yeah, I'm going. I love you guys. Thanks,
Later.
Jerry.
Thank you.
You bet. Sorry I couldn't stay longer.
That's all right. Well, that was fun. Woohoo! That was my mid-morning break. Well, it's not morning, but that's what I used to always say, or Jess would always say on the aquatic morning shows, mid-morning break. And I did that right at 7:30ish. You love it? Cool deal. I messed around with it, and I was going to keep.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
But instead, I went with that.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?
Yay! So, yeah, that's the other thing about trying to find the right balance of when to do this, because I had a bunch of errands I needed to run, and get things caught up, get my things in order, so to speak. So did those things, and then also sat down a little bit, played on the computer, made my thumbnail for tonight's stream, that's why I kept it very shrimple, very, very shrimple. And then redid that for a little while and played with it. That's kind of why I didn't get on Jess's stream, because I was messing around with that. But then, so I go back to work, and the next pretty much 6 days, I'll be back at work. So how much time do I devote to YouTube and trying to do stuff? How much time do I devote to my aquariums and, taking care of my shrimpies? And I'm trying to find ways to make room for more, because I want more. So it's kind of one of those things I have to plan. And then, of course, like I told Jess, I have been playing around designing what size building I would want, how I would want it oriented, with all of its accoutrement. And I use that word a lot lately. I don't know why. I heard it somewhere or something. But trying to design and just the shape of the building, how much space I want, and where in my mind everything would go. I want it to have, I want it to have, I want it to be efficient. I want it to work. I want it to be easy to maintain, easy to clean, pretty much as much automation as possible, spill free. That'll never happen with aquariums. You know who's kidding who, but you know what I'm saying. Let's see. You could put your face back at the beginning or end. You want me to put my face back? I had it on there and I had the words, but I felt like it covered up the shrimp. So I took it off because I stuck with putting the I love shrimp at the beginning and I love shrimp at the end hashtag thing, and kind of stuck with that. But I can play with, I can have as many versions as I want, right? What air pump would I use for my shrimp room? I'd use the one that I have in storage now. It's a whatever AL45, the one that you get at Aquarium Co-op, or you did could a couple of years ago when I got it. Um, Linear piston pump, LP45, maybe something like that. I don't know about the one in Aquashella. I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide because there's also the International Shrimp Contest in North Carolina in June. That would be kind of cool, at least to go meet some of the international breeders. Of course, I'm going to be at Aquashella in Dallas, and I'm going to take advantage of not being tied to something to where I can hang out more and participate. So I'm going to try. We'll see. Yeah, that one. That's what I used to power my fish room. And it did great for the 30 some odd aquariums that I had going. And I was thinking about that today. Somebody had asked me a couple of streams ago, how many aquariums do I see myself having? And I think at minimum, yeah, I saw Rob's going to be at the international contest. I want to go. I want to go so bad. Yeah, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's going to be so badass. I want to go. I got to figure out a way. But animal on the drums. Okay, you're going to make me get all distracted, not remember what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, somebody had asked me how many aquariums, and I think just for Caradina, it would be 36 10-gallon tanks minimum, and that would give me 12 strains. Well, not necessarily 12 strains, but I'd try to get 12 strains, 3 tanks for each, if that makes any sense. I think in order to do the right type of breeding and culling, 3 tanks is a good number of tanks to have to be able to keep going, move some here, low, breeding, high, and then flip them around, focus, and cull from there. So 3 tanks is a good number, I think. Maybe that's just because my favorite number is 3, but 3 tanks, 36 tanks, 12 strains. Just for Caradina. Well, that's just to start, though. Ah, you don't get it. Well, yes, you do. So people like Dee Dee, when they start getting um, many tanks, because you get more shrimp and you want more strains and you like more colors and more patterns, and you have success breeding, and then you need more room because you got two different ones and you want to separate them and cull them. And yeah, so that was an interesting question. I found a chart because somebody asked last week about grading. So you know me, my answer was I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna leave it. Be. I'm gonna keep it shrimple. I don't really get into the grading. And honestly, the best grading system I have found that I think is like one of the standards is based purely on the crystal shrimp. And that's because that's the classic, you know, that's the classic Caradina shrimp. So, yeah, there's a pretty good chart, but I don't know if I can share it or not because it's copywritten. That's why my idea that I've pitched to Joe and to Eric and to Rob and to Grant and to everybody out there is that we do a United States version of these charts and get everybody's input on coming up with these are the standards and here's descriptions and diagrams and pictures of what we are referring to. Otherwise, it's still somewhat subjective and it's still evolving, I believe, as we learn more. Yes, MTS is addictive. Amisa, I think I'm starting to understand. You love shrimp. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of a shrimp. But I love my other fish. My one tank that I have of um, albino turquoise guppies. I have another tank with some Vienna guppies. And then my German black ram guppies. I mean, not guppies, German black rams. And then, of course, the clown killifish and clown killifish. And eventually, I want to find, whenever I have my bigger space, not just my 36 Caradina tanks, but all my other tanks for my other breeding projects, I'll have some Cotopunctatus again, Neolamprologus Cotopunctatus, because I love those. And hopefully, I'll have several tanks breeding of the German rams, black, blue, gold, whatever. I think they're beautiful fish. Hey, look, there's Dr. Anthony. Scotty Aquati, hello. Who else? Sharkfin Adventures, hello. Who else snuck in here? Hopefully, I didn't miss too much. Drums. Yeah, I need room for my drums too. If I got the biggest shed that I could, it'd run me about, I think it was close to $40,000. And that's just the shell. Again, not the inside electrical, flooring, sheetrock, painting, texturing, insulating. Ah, crazy. I missed you sneaking in. Okay, I thought so. I was wondering, but I was like, no, I saw her. I said hello, but I was confusing that with Jess's stream. So you got me. Sneaky, sneaky. But yeah, so that's why I I know we haven't talked about it too much, but the freshwater shrimp keeping, breeding, shrimp tank maintenance kind of topic that I wanted to talk about was because now that I can at least visualize a building or a room or a space and how I'm going to fill it, that becomes the next project. And it kind of made me chuckle because it's nowhere near as extravagant or as big as like what Dan's Fish did. But in my mind, it has to be done smartly. At least this time around, if I haven't learned anything in all the times that I've started over and gone from having gajillion D aquariums, at least for me, and then starting all over with nothing and then building it back up and then tearing it back down and then building it back up and tear it back down to be set up again. So I want, you know, I got to find a way, and maybe y'all can throw some comments or whatever, and throw some ideas out there because I'd like to find a way to talk to people that have been doing it, maybe do some shrimp room tours or something of that nature, and get a little bit of understanding of take the best of the best and, you know, see what we can come up with, and I'll try it, you know, because anything's better than what I've already done. Now, I've learned a lot of stuff and I feel way more confident about the way I'm going with it. But, you know, I kind of want it to be something, if everybody could design, build, and have their ultimate setup, how would it be? And how would it look? How would it run? And there's probably a million ideas. So let's take a little bit of the best of this and that and combine it and let me be mad scientist and try it, you know? Yeah, like a shrimp room tour, but asking them what they would change about it to make it better, you know? I've seen some amazing systems and I'd like to see them more and up close. And still I've always been that way where I take and I like I said, when the under gravel filter thing with the Asian style with the little box with the small under gravel filter and no substrate or a little bit of substrate in the tank part. That's what made me think, well, the easiest way and the most shrimple solution is just going old school and doing under gravel filters. And then you get use out of all of your substrate, which is, I think that was the purpose of it to begin with. And so far, it's it's beautiful. The shrimp are happy. They're growing. Now they're not breeding right now, but again, we've hit some pretty cold temperatures. The tank's probably been a little bit cold on the lower side of where I would like them to be. Yeah, everybody has a shrimp room with things they would change if they could redo it. So here's our chance, Rob. That's what I'm saying. Let's get crazy. If you could redo yours, what would you do? If you don't mind sharing that with me, share it. We can share it in private or whatever. But I'd like to get everybody's little bit of, if I had to do it over again, you know, because every system's going to be different. And it always, I think, depends on the shape, the size of tanks you have, how many of them, how much space you have, et cetera, et cetera. But there's still, you can do a lot in a small space, especially with shrimp, if done properly. I know I have. I know having 26 aquariums in my master bedroom alone in my house back in the day, you could cram a lot of aquariums in a room. Yeah, and see, that's what I think. That's why I kind of want to take advantage of the situation while it's there. Make lemonade out of the lemons that I was given and having to start over again. But this time, you know, everybody, if we all put our heads together, we could come up with a really badass system and have fun with it. And then maybe whenever you have to redo yours, then we've learned from the mistakes we made doing this one and we can share and build better fish rooms, better shrimp rooms. Let's band together. I'll make a video tour of my shrimp room and explain what I could change. Tag you in it. Cool. Yeah, just like the idea that you sent me that short video of your water change system. And stuff like that is just seeing different things. We've all played around with different things. So still, everybody, like Rob says, if you could do it again, you can't now because you're committed to it. You committed to it when you set it up, and depending on how extravagant your setup is you're committed to it. But if you could do it again, what would you do? Share those with me. Email me at papashrimpaquatics@gmail.com. Or if you catch this on the replay, leave some comments, leave some likes, share the video. Maybe we can put people's heads together. That's why I want to be at Aquashella more in a participation manner, giving me more time to mingle and pick people's brains versus being tied to a booth. And also, I'd love to go to the international contest and just meet some of the international breeders and meet everybody. Get a chance to meet Rob face to face. You're not coming to Dallas? I'm sure probably not. It's too expensive to do both, isn't it? So close together. Yeah, and what's Dan giving away tonight? I think he's giving away, what did I see? What the? Yeah, small business. I can only afford one big trip a year. Well, hopefully, we'll help you keep growing and growing, and we can spread shrimp envy all across the nation, and you can do 2 trips a year. How about them apples? Yeah, there you go, Java Fern. That's what I thought. Dan's Fish is giving away Java Fern after this. Awesome. You're going to be a judge? Woohoo! That'll be that. That's awesome. Congrats, man. Congrats. I'd definitely love to be there. I don't think I'll have shrimp ready. If I do have shrimp ready, I'd have them ready for North Carolina, not Dallas, I think, just because I need that extra time for them. I want to make sure they're big and healthy. I have some that I could enter in a contest today, but because of just from pure size, not because of how much I like them. It's their offspring that look really nice that I need to get them a little bit bigger than what they are now. He's giving away a fern and a $50 gift certificate to Dan's Fish for fishfam.link. Awesome. Woohoo. Great giveaways later on. That's really cool. I'm hearing some noises. So, on the last few minutes, it's been a kind of really cool thing to do that I can drop some food in here. Some shrimp envy complete. You'll see, you don't really see much going on. I put 2 in there now, so that way The plecos have theirs and the shrimp have theirs. Then I'll get my fancy little tripod stand. I will pause the camera and move. I need to oil this chair or something. All right, let's see how this looks. See, already the shrimp are loving it, and the plecos too. And that's why I said I put 2 in there, so that way there's some for the shrimp, and then there's some for the plecos. Yeah, they are beautiful. It's just hard to get the camera to focus because they're so darn bright. See? Just the bright white color of the plecos makes it go crazy. But there's tons of shrimp scattered about. Snow white bristlenose, yes. See if I can get it to focus without the plecos in the shot. Almost. It's almost there. It wants to focus. Oh, golly. So close. I guess I got to be over here for it to be somewhat decent. Thank you. Yeah, this has been such a fun tank. I was worried about the plecos at first. Let's see. Come on, shrimpies. Help me focus. Ah. Well, the other night I got it to focus really nicely. There we go. Your shrimp aren't that active. 64s, yeah, that's kind of cold, but I don't know what the temperature is on this tank right now. It's probably about 67-ish, maybe. Oh, wow. Nope, it's like 76. Huh. I guess it's warmer in this room than I thought it would be. Hey, Nano, how you doing? We're watching my shrimp go crazy on some shrimp envy complete, and the plecos too. Hey, Beta Aquatics, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just about done, but I like doing this at the end of the show. It doesn't take long for the shrimp and the plecos to start feeding like crazy. I need to get more of the other foods in my repertoire. My, I think my shrimp would be really happy. All right, well, now it's getting fuzzy again. Here, let me get the plecos out of the picture. If I move the camera, the plecos move too. They like being in the spotlight, I guess. There's just too much movement. This camera isn't like super speedy fast on focus. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you again next week. Keeping it shrimple, episode 64 next week. So hit that like and share button on your way out. We'll see you again next time. Peace.
I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp? I love shrimp. Who else loves shrimp?